was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
What you know about rolling?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Irving. Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And for the Wizards, Morris and Beal are the guards. Hachimura and Porzingis the post pair for him. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position.
And the Wizards, one of these teams that's still in search of an identity. They've got a lot of skilled players, but it's really hard to say right now what this team is all about.
Here we go. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Now the pass to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you look at KD just attacking with authority.
A factor in Washington's lack of identity has to be, Brent, their frequent roster changes.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. There's been a revolving door there, and the front office makes a lot of moves. They're just trying to capture something, trying to get their star player healthy, and trying to regroup and see if something clicks.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Morris. Coming in off a 21-point game, his last outing. Now here is Harris. Outside Durant. Back to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Washington basketball.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, he's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Morris against Irving. Now here is Hachimura. He's guarded closely. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's Irving. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Though not the biggest guy or the strongest guy on the floor, Kyrie, a master of finishing after contact.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Now here's Beal. This game he had 12. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Irving against Morris. A three from Porzingis.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. No good from Durant.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Passes it to Porzingis. Second chance shot. He gets it in there.
I think Porzingis is realizing as he gets on in years in the NBA, his size and getting to the offensive rebound is going to help him score.
Now, here is Irving. His last outing with 20 points. Drains it from beyond the arc. And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Here's KD. Hachimura grabs the miss.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And Beal kicks to Morris. Porzingis sets the pick for Morris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Durant with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that one's good. Beal.
That's some flashy footwork there from Bradley Beal.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. 3-point lead. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them. And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie. And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Barton comes in for Beal, and it's Wright in for Morris. And the basket is good.
Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Brooklyn leading by 3. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
And Simmons gets the bucket.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
Barton kicks to Gafford. And the shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Curry, the dish to Simmons. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Washington the other way. Avdia with it. Curry meets him. Avdia can't hit.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Irving attacking. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Well, Kyrie's such an unpredictable player in a lot of ways, but when he's on, there's few players in the league that can match up with his pure scoring ability.
Kispert's checked in for Hachimura. Morris is checked in for the Nets. Warren comes in for Harris. Stolen by Avdia. Barton in the corner over Warren. That one wide left. Nets leading by 3. Now Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Simmons inside. Right on him. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Barton. Good. Nice job down low.
Smart play there from Barton to establish himself on the inside to convert.
Here's Irving. Here he goes. It's tipped. And here is Wright. Barton outside. Kispert wide open. He fires. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Warren the pass to Morris. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 5.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Barton outside. Avdia with a screen for Barton. Nifty move. Here's Gafford. To the wing on the left. Here's Kispert. That 3 off the mark. Nets leading by 5. Irving attacking.
I don't know how you match up with Kyrie Irving. So great at turning on the Jets and then drawing the contact.
Third team foul.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the first one drops. Brooklyn making some changes. O'Neal comes in for Simmons, and Thomas subbed in for Curry. And so Irving nails both of them.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right, the pass to Gafford. He kicks it to Avdia. Plays it up off the glass. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got O'Neal. He's out there with Durant, and it's Thomas in at the 2 guard. Right, outside for Beal. On the corner. A rebound by the Nets. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. So for Washington, their last game a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back, but now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks.
Well, Bradley Beal can mix it up offensively, and he gets to the inside this time to score.
Always a shame to see a guy like Bradley Beal have to go in for season-ending surgery like he did in 2022.
Well, that decision, I think, was tough, But in the end, for the length and longevity of his career, was the smart one for Bradley Beal. Get himself fully healthy, fully physically and mentally ready to get back on the NBA floor and be as productive as he's been throughout his career.
It's Durant on the wing. We saw him with 39 points last game out. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Wright looking around. From 10 feet out. And it's off the back rim, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Sumner kicks to Durant. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Wright, the pass to Beal. From 10 feet out, got a piece of it. It's Thomas on the wing. Outside, KD. Durant with another miss. Wizards trail by 9. Here's Kispert. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And good heads up from Bradley Beal, just spots the ready shooter.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Morris is checked in, and a new group in for the Nets. Simmons checked in for O'Neal. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Curry's checked in for Thomas. And it's Mills in for Edmund Sumner. For 3, Harris. He can't hit that time. And the Wizards now going the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively. Just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Mills dishes to Simmons. Plays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Beal against Curry. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, Beal can really score just about anywhere. Don't be surprised when he knocks down shots from the mid-range.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Morris outside. Pass to Beal. Hachimura setting the pick for Beal. Pass to Hachimura from 11 feet away. Count it. Beal's got 8 here in the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Stolen by Kispert. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Beal with a nice job. A little bit pesky that time inside.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
I like it when a lot of guys are committed to attack to the inside because that's going to get you to the line. Can they keep that up?
And the second free throw, good. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Morris outside. That's tipped. Simmons against Barton. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Gafford is screen on Simmons. Back to Beal. Shoots the three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Will Barton.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
First one falls for him.
You know, over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Morris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Warren comes in for Seth Curry, and Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Well, Kyrie just has nasty grips on that basketball. Cuts through the defense that time.
Here's Beal. Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And that one drops.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizard Dancer.
Checked in for the Nets. And here's a look at some numbers for Bradley Beal. Morris passes to Avdia. Now here's Gafford. Kicks it to Barton. Down low, out to the wing. The Wizards working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Irving. Count it, good. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Barton outside. The pass to Gafford. He dishes it to Wright. That shot is off. Nice D from Aldridge. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A nice shot by Irving.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Brooklyn foul. Kyrie Irving. First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And Will Barton has just been a steady force. He's got a lot of experience. He has those nights where he gets it going offensively. He's willing to do whatever, but he does make positive contribution.
Simmons on the wing. Warren finds Aldridge. Now Irving. Another miss by Irving. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. In the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive. Lately, he's been at his very best, which for him is as good as it possibly gets.
And back to that first half we just saw. Kyrie is playing really well.
Got to be thinking no one can stop him down low. I'm very familiar with that feeling. Every time you touch it, you believe you're putting the ball in the bucket. Memories.
I'll give you that, Shaq. Now, your Jay, that's another story.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Hachimura and Porzingis, the post pair for him. Running at the wings, Beal and Avdia. And it's Morris in at the one. And that's the group starting the second half for Wes Unseld Jr. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Wizards trail by 13. Passes to Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Durant. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You got to appreciate Porzingis, a willing screener, and he rolls quick to the open space.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Irving against Morris. Pass to Beal. Avdia. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
And taking a look at some numbers for Beal. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 23 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Hachimura setting the pick for Beal. Knocks down the 3-ball. Beal's got 16.
Beal loves getting a little wiggle room and then great rhythm on that 3.
Here's Irving. Porzingis with the block. it. Picked up by Harris. Morris outside. No good on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 10. Irving kicks to Aldridge. And here's Harris from the arc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Porzingis with a screen on Harris. Pass to Porzingis. There's the three. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Porzingis has got it back down to within single digits for Washington. Here's Irving. 19 points in the game. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. And that one is good. Irving's got 21 in the game.
Well, if he wants to, Kyrie can drive at will. He's got out-of-this-world shake-and-bake moves.
2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Kisper's checked in for the Wizards. And then for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Aldridge. Seth Curry comes in for Joe Harris. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Irving. Right side, Kevin Durant. Releases. Uses the glass to finish the layup. KD's got 16 points.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Beal. It's tipped. He kicks to Avdia. And here's Porzingis for a three. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's KD. Makes it off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the chart.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And Durant gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Beal. Screened by Porzingis. And Beal kicks to Porzingis. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 10. And KD, here we go. Curry dishes to KD. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The fourth spot held by the Nets, the Wizards' fifth.
The percentage each of these teams shot was just outstanding. I mean, that's a result of unselfishness and great offensive rhythm.
Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Hachimura. Martin comes in for Avdia. And it's Wright in for Bradley Beal. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Right side, Porzingis. Kispert, the pass to Wright. Barton outside. Wright sets a screen for Barton. Left side, Porzingis. Off the left rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Durant, and Katie throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Wright sets a screen for Kispert. Barton outside, fires for three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three.
First team. Get a feeling like that play was designed for Will Barton to get contact and get himself to the free throw line.
The Wizards have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And the Nets making a change here. Morris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Ben Simmons comes in for O'Neal. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Edmund Sumner. And he nails the third. A hard-working veteran. Barton can do a little bit of everything for you.
You know, it's been an interesting path for Will Barton trying to find his way onto the floor, but he has not looked back the past couple seasons. He's added some strength, a little more patience to his game, and he's become a key piece with starter-level talent.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Barton surveying the floor. The pass to Wright. Out left to the wing. Kispert. The Wizards with another miss. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
The first one falls.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Hachimura is checked in for Washington. And the Nets also making a change. Thomas checked in for Morris. Here's Barton. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And the anticipation from Barton there off the charts. That's a great feed.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A 3 from Porzingis. That one doesn't go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Simmons against Wright. Pulls it up. Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got 18 points.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets out in front, up by 16. And we're just moments away from the start. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets leading by 16. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Simmons is out there with Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, when your point guard is Kyrie Irving and he decides to mix it up on the inside, that helps out your ball club.
And he makes the first. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Thomas. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Avdia, the pass to Beal. Avdia with a screen for Beal. Driving to the basket. Got a hand on it. Curry looking it over. Passes it to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. No good from Irving. Wizards trail by 18. Avdia, the pass to Hachimura. Kicks to Avdia. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Irving drives in. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Beal's got his 5th rebound in this one. For the screen on Irving. And that one's good. Beal.
This is why you want to involve Bradley Beal in the pick and rolls. Really good execution there.
Irving kicks to Simmons. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Outside, Beal. Hachimura with a screen on Curry. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. It's good.
And perfectly timed by Hachimura as he rolled to the basket.
Assist Bradley Beal.
Irving with the ball. Now Avdia defending. And the rejection by Gafford. And finished off by Avdia.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Beal against Irving. Pass to O'Neal. Wants to get it to Irving and does. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 25 points.
Well, we know Kyrie Irving can carry a full boat offensively, but his scoring tonight has been next level.
Morris passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Pass to Gafford. Here's Beal. Drops in the layup for 2. 20 points for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timeout called, the Nets.
D.C. Bentley. Look out, free teacher coming at you.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
And during that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. His point to them was that they've put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
That stroke is just so effortless from KD. Another 2 from the mid-range.
Here's Morris. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Wizards trail by 12. Outside Beal, and here's Morris for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. They led by as many as 18 points.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Morris passes to Gafford. 9 feet out, and that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 22. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Leading by 12. It's Durant on the wing. Simmons against Morris. Puts it up. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Gafford inside. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender. Whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter, he's a shot-blocking threat.
He kicks it to Irving. For 3, Harris. And the 3 ball is good. And the Nets lead by 17.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Beal. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Well, that's a devastating move off the dribble. Durant getting to his favorite spots at will.
For Washington, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Your Wizards dancer.
He's checked in for Daniel Gafford. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Brooklyn on defense. Porzingis finds Morris. With the teardrop, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. And Washington making a change here. Gafford's checked in.
Daniel Gafford.
Foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
And Bradley Beal, another indicator of him doing a little bit of everything for this team.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
Simmons inside, covered by Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The shot by Beal, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Aldridge misses. Wizards trail by 19.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
They grabbed their own miss. Claxton hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, one of the best scorers in the NBA.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. It's Durant on the wing. And the 3 off target. So it's Washington now, trailing by 17. Here's Beal, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. The shot's good from Gafford. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Outside Aldridge. Simmons passes to Harris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Simmons.
3-point.
You can't give Harris any breathing room to shoot, especially when he's looking to fire the 3-ball.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at an early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight individually and in the team flow?
We just wanted to come out here and compete, get the win. We wanted to set a standard for ourselves. The most important thing was just coming out here and competing for my teammates and, doing whatever possible to get this win.
And you all did that tonight. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.